Hey everyone, it's the Miserable Movie Man back once again with another video. And this is my first video of 2025, so I hope you all had a great holiday, I hope you all had a great new year, and I hope you're all looking forward to the year ahead. I think there's going to be a lot of great content coming out, and I will be trying to do as much as I can in that area. So even though I'm a bit late to the party, I did want to do a quick video of my reaction to the Superman trailer that dropped a few weeks ago while I was holidaying back home in London. And of course, you may know I am a die-hard Superman fan. He is my favorite character. I was a huge collector of the comics in the 80s and the 90s. I read some stuff from the 60s and 70s too. And also have seen almost all the media related to him, at least up to the sort of early 2000s and beyond. I mean, I did watch Smallville, which was great in some ways, but the Superman trailer itself is an interesting one. James Gunn is really putting all his eggs into one basket to hope that this film brings Superman back to where he belongs, which is, you know, the top of the screen. When Superman 78 came out with Richard Donner, it blew everyone away, and to be quite frank, I don't think any newer incarnation has really matched in terms of getting the character right and enjoying the on-screen adventures that he's had. Yeah, I think there was better action in some of the later films, and Cavill does a decent job, and Routh was okay. But you know, my second favourite after Christopher Reeve is actually Tyler Hoechlin from the Superman and Lois TV show. I think he portrays Superman brilliantly, and in an era and in a situation we haven't seen him before. Superman as a dad. And I think that's what James Gunn is going for. I mean, I think he said in interviews that he's really going for a Silver Age type Superman. I think he was influenced by All-Star Superman, which is a brilliant comic. If you haven't read it, go and read it. But he's going into a universe with established characters. So how he's going to pull it off, I don't know. He's done a pretty decent job with Guardians and Peacemaker and Suicide Squad, but, you know, those are all fairly kind of quirky ensemble pieces. So let's see how he does and how he gives justice to Superman as the main character. I don't want a dark, gritty Superman. I want Superman to embody the spirit and the hope that he's shown in the films and the comics. Superman is a friend. Everyone needs a friend. There was a series where I think he goes off to rescue a little girl who gets kidnapped and taken out into space. She keeps hoping against hope that he's going to save her. And he does, because he's Superman, and that's what he is. He will save a cat out of a tree. He will fly way into space to save a little girl. He is everyone's friend, and I really hope they get that type of earnestness, that type of integrity accurately portrayed in this film. I think from the teaser, it looks okay to me. You can't tell a huge amount other than there's quite a lot of characters. Krypto's an interesting choice. I wasn't sure that Krypto would work in live action. He works okay in some of the animated films, but live action will be an interesting one. Obviously, we know James Gunn does have a lightness and a penchant for bringing animals to life on the screen with Rocket and others. But, you know, seeing Krypto drag him away, how that will we actually see will be interesting. I think Corin Sweat looks the part. He's supposed to be young Superman. His bumbling Clark with a crazy hairstyle that apparently will be revealed reasons for later on in the film will be an interesting one. I've seen a few little nods to Brandon Routh's performance a couple of times already in the trailer. And of course we have Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. They made Nathan Fillion look ugly, which is pretty impressive. We've got Hawkgirl, we've got Mr. Terrific, we have Metamorpho, Stag Industries is there. You have pretty young Lex Luthor too. Nicholas Hoult has got the aggression there. I think he wanted to be Superman and Batman, from what I've read in terms of who he tried out for. But I will hold my reservations. The effects look good. I'm not sure about the rock synth version of the song, although it did try to generate sort of the grandeur and the majestic nature that Superman should bring to the screen. And I think there were hints in that theme of the John Williams score, of course, nods to Smallville, nods to Man of Steel as well. So I think Gunn is trying to really tip the hat to those that have come before it's interesting to me, all the stuff going on in the background. If this is a Silver Age story, we've got dragons, we've got some kind of giant space creatures. We saw, if you've seen Peacemaker, you see who the big bad was there. So how Superman tackles these things will be interesting. He's cradling a robot in the Arctic. Could that be Kelex? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And Superman being on trial has been done before by quite a few TV shows and comic book storylines as well. So is he drawing from all of those, or is he mainly drawing from All-Star Superman? I guess we'll have to watch the film and find out. But it's coming out in summer 2025. I can't wait to see the final product. I will hold all reservations until then. But overall, the trailer was, I will say, interesting. It was an interesting take. I know Gunn was looking for a Superman that we'd never seen before, as I said earlier. So a Silver Age version. But will he really be able to pull that off on screen and not make it look a little bit silly or cringy? Well, he can't do worse than some of the previous studio heads like Walter Harada and others that just did not understand the DC Universe well enough to make a good film. And also Zack Snyder, who was heavily influenced by Nolan and Goya to make Superman gritty and realistic. I know Snyder was doing the start of kind of an origin story for Superman, and he was supposed to become the more hopeful, optimistic, big blue Boy Scout that we know and love in the later films, and he never got a chance to do that. But James Gunn hopefully has understood the character well enough to get that on screen. So I guess in conclusion, I'll be keeping an eye out for new trailers and new info. Not sure we need that many cast members in there. The suits do look a little bit cheap, to be honest. I was looking at them thinking it could look better. Maybe when we see it on the big screen they'll look better, but certainly on the small screen with the trailers and everything, the suits don't look great. I do hope they give Mr. Terrific his due. I mean, there's a character that I loved in the comics and the animated shows, and I think we haven't really seen a good version of him yet, so that would be cool. Hawkgirl we've seen before. Guy Gardner we haven't seen yet either, in a good way. I think he could do a lot with that character if you use him well. Guy is a troubled hero with his own unique foibles and personality traits, so let's see how he's handled. And Metamorpho, didn't see much of him, but a tragic character nonetheless. So hopefully Gunn can take the quirky elements of the 60s and the Silver Age Superman, tie in with the amazing, fantastical elements of All-Star Superman, and really bring home the inspirational character that Superman is and should be in the final product. But we don't really get a lot of that from the trailer. Certainly there's a lot of romance there with Lois, which is great. Seems like when the world is coming to an end behind them, that's when they really start to, I guess, acknowledge their feelings for each other. But obviously these are little snippets, can't really tell much from these little vignettes as they were. So let's wait and see as more info comes out. But there you go, interesting is what I say about the Superman trailer. I won't say it's awesome, I won't say it sucks. It's kind of in the middle for me. I will hopefully give Gunn the credit that I really want him to deserve when he brings the film out and it blows audiences away. But I will say it with some reservation. The trailers for Superman Returns looked amazing, and that film fell far short of my expectations, and I've got a video of that on my channel if you're interested to see it. I thought the trailers for Man of Steel looked amazing, and that film again wasn't quite where I wanted it to be either. So here's hoping it's third time lucky with James Gunn's Superman coming out this summer. That's all for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe to help support the channel, and as usual, catch you next time.